buses, I ain't fearing nothing. You blast the gas, I blast back. Blacks, fuck that. Trinidad niggas on my block trying to pump crack. What? Motherfuckers.
Got shells with names on them, sitting some ugly. You ain't ready to die for yours, and so did I dust you off ugly. Leave you first, when beneath your feet, gunfire in your cipher. Leaving lights in new order from the nights and shooters snipers. When your point for facing death with 1,000 times. You're in and represent no ethics to shatter your mind. And they're still killing this, no witnesses. Niggas vacate the fucking premises. My main standing mechanics, I've been in this from the genesis.
I ain't missed, got missed, soon as the mall got hit. So I'll be back in hell storms with the chocolate shit. A glass of any 4/5, this whole bitch tried to dim me. Best protect my chest, slugs never go up in me. Plus I'm busting plenty at whoever, cause I'm mad of it. And niggas on the streets can only talk about half the shit the kid did. 20 years decided to if I had been the guns and money. First day at the first, come up north since I was younger. 40 green, ghetto players, hunger, run up blasting, fuck ass, and niggas make them wonder. I'm on some straw proof, snort the kid shit again. You see me be a satellite inside the Caribbeans. My real team flip bricks, we got the king bitches. Legit business, farm cars, street bitches. We smoke supply scrambles that need coke. That's a lie if I die, I'm believing my seat broke. You know the situation, all physical place you in. Too late before you recognize the fucking face you in. Step back, cock the Glock, car race again. After this, you looking for the kid, but ain't no
niggas
traces.
be stuck, dead in the game, but don't remain an honest citizen. Bitches be fucking minions, scammers be filling up the pen. I pace the Marriott, girls and scotch anticipating. When will I make it? Yearning for riches, I can't fake it. Bulgari like Paris, Da Vinci bags, pushing gas, Cartier my bottles, Cherokees and presidential condoms. On the real, jealous niggas be feeling spill. Gotta make a meal, put penthouses on top of the hill. What the fuck, I wonder if rebellion will lead to struggle. Plus the feds be bugging, collar codes before the snow we thugging. Bankroll with measurements approved. We got shit to move to re-up and stash another couple bucks. My luck, today your destiny, then they be like testing me. 199G, follow the beat and MVPs, Swabby pushing trees. With Pelly banging Scarface, quality shoes, and Cuban links and diamond jewels, smoke a pound or two. Gotta connect us from Peru to pharmacies banging. Don't come from us, won't be no slanging. What the fuck's up? Establishment strictly for ruckus, Philly finest be us. Videos be sporting versatile, Mecca hoodies and turn. Millennials be 7-star rims, infrared beams, Desert Eagles be built to keep the shit for all my people. The peons, they say you're not a safety field with the chopper. Bolivia rocking the Strata. Before now, ice rocks up on the stocks. Mommy Lucha Grande. Lead in Vegas, that be the hideaway. Handling shit. In 97, you would die way, bitch.
By now, you never catch up. The 7th and Pike and Alizé got me messed up. And when the time we mess up, cause niggas quick to jam you. That's why I pack the heat for demonstrations and examples. Your house and shit is canceled cause the journal wrecks your section. No victim shells, so the hit was not perfection. I'm married to my drugs, faithful ghosts, ain't no divorcing. So when you think extortion, we stop it early like abortion. We on the corner with rocks, but now we motivate and wait. Cook it up in the pot, shredded on the plate with 20 SL. Top down with JL, you know the green shit from 12th Street is in the foyer. Knock like your bell. Look at me now, rags to riches. Catch me in the bubble,
back to Silver Wilson.
Down and carrying up and down, they heard about the pound, so they wanna ask questions. Got to talk with Smith and Wesson, cause I'm busy buying Timbs for beats, rims for Jeeps. And when I come through, the Kenwood, the Cypher Freaks, the millionaire whore. It's kinda different than before, cause I gotta get green for butter couches and big screens. Heard it through the pound, somebody wanna know the situation. It's like I said, the scared niggas, bitch, we need to waken. You steady faking while we going for $1 million plus. It's DOD the situation, y'all can't fuck with us.
Professionals, never professionals, cheddar and chauffeur rules. The photographs of those models is rocking low, smoke cream, a nigga black is blue, niggas get rocky, so Lex fan, SC100 gold. Lately it seems to be the plans to live illegally. Graham, J.O. and Helen trees, lays, Italian burning keys, bring A50 Beamers, heroin, Glocks from Austria, chest burning from vodka, cocaine, shipping from Bogota. Fly niggas take pings with diamond cluster rings, lifted equal to kings, virgin of good things, that things bring vision to have more. Get this clean, what matching rap for? Gazes, Garcia, Vegas, real nigga, fucking your main whore. Surviving street wars, it's all about rocks the size of Rushmore, powder that's for Poncho, ready to be Lord, do or die, bitch. Animosity make you dry snitch, I'm just pushing the ground with chrome factory dip, cop on this caviar. Desert Eagles to Bevy-Yard, agents who tried to lock me, did it sloppy, it's not me and poppy. I need this currency, about a half.
Make sure they y'all here clear out, clear out.
Yeah,
let's get that cheddar. Let's get that cheddar. You got that cheddar, right? That's what it's all about, right? Getting the cheddar, right? Let's get that cheddar out there, right? We're gonna talk about it. We're talking about the 1980s, 1990s. Gangsters and hustlers. in the jails, in the trenches, who was the tough guy, who was the Brody boys, who was the stick-up kid, who was the nigga that make you get down and lay down kid. Hockey Raw, that's what it be. I'm about to, oh my God, I'm about to rapper. Everybody about my shit, they be like, goddamn, the boy, he's really that shit. So they watched me on my last channel I had Philly Trenches. They try to knock me down. We about to get this out the way, though. Let's go. Hello, world. I'm just here to make you think. This CEO Philly Trenches Hockey Raw coming at you live and direct with this Philly Trenches celebrity news / world news. But this also a Philly Trenches talk after dark, but it ain't completely dark yet in Philadelphia. But before I get into this video, a lot of things been going on over the weekend in Philadelphia. A lot of violence. And this is the second feast in a row that produced violence, and along the weekend too, a lot of gunplay. You understand me? And I just know it's ridiculous, man, when you trying to worship, and religiously, I guess, but when they see who they see, it is what it is, you know. This generation is, you know, wild cowboy Indians type situations. Wild cowboys. Well, back in the 1980s, I mean, and for those who lost their life and those who are affected by what's going on in Philadelphia, in the trenches, you know, the wars, the drill music and all that, y'all have my deepest sympathy. And may y'all loved ones rest in peace, and may y'all loved ones get out of jail soon, and may y'all loved ones heal. Because this is some crazy times we're living in. Back in the 1980s, 1990s, I was in the trenches like that. And when you're in the trenches and you roam in the streets, Philadelphia trenches, you're going to meet individuals that's like you, worse than you, nothing like you, all type. You're going to hear the stories of the gangsters, the hustlers, the thieves, the killers. As you go in each neighborhood, you're going to hear it, because people, as you know, as human beings, we tell stories, we write on walls, through beginning of time, to share stories of what happened. That's why we like watching the news. But everybody has a memory of their life. In Philadelphia, in the prison system over HOLMESBURG. Now, before I even get that far, I'm going to give you some input who BLANGO was before I even met him. I heard a lot about him when I was like 13 years old. I heard so much about this guy, like he was just an invincible, superhuman being. That he had so many people that was afraid of this guy. He had a team, like a wolf pack. Like, you ever see the A-Team, the real A-Team, Mr. T and all that? He had a team like that. And they all wasn't playing no games, and they all went at that paper. And one of them was my oldest brother Beans, but I didn't know, because my oldest brother Beans stayed with his aunt Sissy down 12th and Somerset. So down 12th and Somerset, Germantown, Lehigh, 9th and Huntington, 9th and Lehigh, all that down to left Indiana, that whole neighborhood down there, even up to Allegheny, was BLANGO and my brother Beans in them territory. And when drugs, but even for drugs came along, stealing cars was a real big thing in the early 1980s, late 1970s. And if you stole the right cars and took it to the right people, you can get paid off of it. And they allegedly was a part of that. My brother Beans was a prize fighter. Yeah. And he knew how to fight real good. He was like a couple years older than BLANGO, so he was like BLANGO big brother. So they hanging together, rolling together, you know. They going to, my brother graduated from Edison, the old Edison on Lehigh Avenue. BLANGO is in and out the prison system, but he's going to public schools. He's going to public schools. He get locked up, he go to Glen Mills, he play football up there, right? He comes home. He get into more trouble, he catch cases. But while he's home, I guess off a home pass from Glen Mills, This is when drugs, the Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, whatever, started to move into these neighborhoods and started to produce these drugs and started to make money. And blacks started to participate to help these Dominicans and Puerto Ricans make a lot of money because it was the heroin, cocaine, marijuana, crack. When that thing hit that neighborhood, you seen these poor black individuals that was coming up in the trenches that probably used to steal cars, used to once when somebody get their once a month check, they'd snatch their money, or they'd rob a Brinks truck, or they in the malls boosting, taking clothes and all that. And all that shit is going on. But when crack came, all these individuals became drug dealers, kingpins overnight because they knew how to hustle. So now they know everybody's hooked on these drugs. So now, because they are the aggressor, they knew who to rob. They first started off hustling and all that. So then they say, fuck it. They start robbing the drug dealers, catching cases. So now a homicide jump off. My brother Beans go to jail for it. In like 1985, 84, my brother Beans is locked up over D.C. Me and my twin brother go see my brother Beans. That's that picture that I show of my twin brother and me. My brother Beans in the middle. And my brother said 18 months for BLANGO. But I don't know who BLANGO is at the time. Now, while my brother fighting this homicide, and they run around doing all this shit out in the trenches, my brother can't go to the Olympics to fight because he had, punished Meljic Teller because he was 3 years older than Meljic Teller, well experienced, went to Joe Frazier's gym all his life. My mom put him in there, so he knew the tricks of the trades. And there's a difference when you know what you fucking doing compared to just being an average fighter that got an average. I guess he wasn't average, he's above average, but my brother Beans was 3 years older, knew the skills and all that, beating, put him in the hospital, whatever. But he was 16, my brother was 19 at the time. So my brother missed all that and go to HOLMESBURG and all that for the homicide. Meljic Teller goes to the Olympics, and the rest is history. But it's always them people from the trenches that's better than the people that you see in the industry, football, sports, arts, lawyers, whatever. The best is in them jails, I'm telling you, because I know firsthand. Anyway, now, I hear about BLANGO. I hear about how ruthless he is. So now, 1986 come around, drugs is in the neighborhood that my family is from, Kamak and Diamond, 12th and Dolphin. Everybody that used to be on the swimming team could have went to the Olympics, could have did something with their life. A lot of them became drug dealers, but they still was playing basketball and swimming. They still was pro athletes, but they'd rather be in the trenches and sell drugs. So when I saw this, I wanted to hustle. No, you can't hustle. I'm 13, I'm mad, so we still in the trenches boosting and everything. So we go around there with the Puerto Ricans out on 700 and start hustling with them. So one day I come around there, chilling on the corner, just chilling. It was in the summertime. I got that shit on, little Adidas short set, whatever. This is when LL Cool J came out. I Need Love and all that. Boom, Run DMC and them out. BLANGO pull up in a burgundy Delta 98. I think it was like a 98 Oldsmobile. Tenant, 4-door. Now, before he pull up, the girl Crystal out, she the only female that was out there hustling at the time. Mommy and Jamie came later, but Crystal was the first female, plus she was the only female that was on the swim team that was the best in breaststroke. Yeah, her and my brother Sekou, they used to, deal with each other back in the day, but she was on the same swim team, my brother Sekou and my brother Ray Ray. I mean, they was like really good. They 11 years old on the swim team. I'm 7. I had to race against them and they beat us bad. I mean, that's how good they were. So they become drug dealers, and my brother up Erie Avenue doing his thing up there with Zach and them. But we down here in this neighborhood. So after I hear about BLANGO and who he is and how he is, Crystal out there hustling. She's got her own package. She's doing her thing on 1s and 2s. A dude from like Badlands pull up in some type of car, tinted with a nice system. He got all this jewelry on. He got a hat on like this, something like this. I think it was like red or burgundy. He had like a fitted shirt on, and he had jewelry on, rings on, all his gold chains on, had his pager on him. He was a boss, and he was talking to Crystal all in the face and all that. She getting her money, he all up on her. BLANGO come up, boom. Soon he come up, he park at the corner, he park on the left. The dude parked on the right. Belango get out the car. Now, when he get out the car, I still don't know who he is. I'm just outside. Everybody out there getting money. Right on 12th and Dolphin, near Foreign Street, right near the store. Boom. So we out there chilling. Belango get out the car. I watch him. He walk. He walked straight up towards us. The dude that Crystal talking to, because Crystal was like, he a boss, this, that, and third, before he got out the car and all that. Crystal was letting me know who the boy was, because, man, Crystal was sitting there talking. Boy, when that dude seen Belango, that motherfucker did something I thought I never seen a human being could do. He did a spin move, right? This all in one motion. This dude did a spin move at the same time. This motherfucker, like, he stooped down and he spent and he took off. So that's how Belango couldn't, like, grab him or touch him. This motherfucker did some shit, some Matrix shit. Crystal sitting there laughing, right? This dude took off. He chased him behind the car and he just kept on running, right? So when he ran, Belango wasn't even chasing. Belango just kept walking up to Crystal and he said something to her. And the way he walked up, like, I swear this is no bullshit, he walked up just like one of them karate experts. You know, you ever see when 5 Deadly Vendors, how them karate boys walk, like they ain't even walking. You can just tell this motherfucker got, like, this how he was. He just walked up, said something to Crystal, smiled at her. And I don't even think he paid me no mind, because he didn't know who I was. I didn't know who he was. And at the time, I don't know my older brother, and him is like best friends. I don't even know this. So when I seen that, and then he walked off and got in the car and took off, I was like, Crystal, who was that? He was like, that's the boy Belango. Yo, when she said that, I was like, that's the boy that my man Wayne was telling me about. Wayne knew everything about everybody, and he would break down who was who in the city. Like in North Philly, gangsters, killers, pimps, whatever. He knew a story on him because Belango liked his sister Vaughn, right? So Vaughn was short, brown skin, nice body, had this country accent, and they used to live on that side, so, I mean, he knew her. So after that, my brother wound up going upstate, whatever. I don't know, but he beat the case. He said for 18 months. So now this 1986, when I meet Belango, it's 1991. I'm over Holmesburg. I'm on a run running from juvenile. I had juvenile life, man. These motherfuckers gave me juvenile life when I was 17 years old. The lawyer said, all you got to do is plead guilty. You about to turn 18. The judge going to let you go. Now, I'm locked up for armed robbery, or it was armed robbery, like with a gun, right? And mind you, I'm a juvenile. Now, if I got certified, I got 6 months, and I'd have been home. Been in the county, I'd have been home. I got, some like 3 to 6 months in the county, went home. This motherfucking judge turned around and gave me 3.5 years in Cornwall Heights Supermax. I'm like, 3.5 years of my life? My brother Mikey, he's locked up, but I didn't know it till my mom broke it down to me that my brother Mikey, when he got locked up 2 weeks before me, he had got locked up. Police chasing him, and when the police was trying to catch him, he jumped off these steps and into like the subway system, and the cops jumped on him and they started tussling, and the cop got on the witness stand and said my twin brother had a 380 in his hand and was trying to pull on the trigger, but the gun wouldn't go off. The cop got on the, his public record. It was an 1801 Vine, the juvenile court system. One day I let my mom do a video, and I'm let her just let it break down what happened in the courtroom, because I wasn't there. But she said that's what the cops said my brother did at 17 years old. Put the gun to the police head, try to blow his fucking top off. Yeah, JBM gangster shit, like not taking me in the jail and all that. And he Nation of Islam. My brother Mike was straight Nation of Islam. You know what I mean? So anyway, he gets certified. I get the fucking juvenile life. That's when I ran. Now when I ran, they catch me. One time they let me go by mistake, but when they caught me and put me over Holmesburg, Belango was over there. Now I hear about him through South Philly boy Craig, what they call Goldie. My mom called me Goldie. Certain females in them, they call my hood call me Goldie, or Casino, or Hockey Raw, because they call me Casino because I stay in a casino gambling. They call me Goldie because I'm a ladies man. And I throw that shit on, and I come through. I teach these young niggas how to come through with the women anyway. Now, Goldie, he looked like he could be. He could look like he could have played the ball, Goldie. No bullshit, no diddy. And I did show y'all him before when I went on Philly Street Legend and showed you Troy from South Philly, and Goldie. Craig was in the picture with him. Anyway, Craig was like the bull, Blango, this, that, and the third. Boom, we gonna catch the ball. This your brother, he over here. So we running. We both got. He got the whack on him. I ain't got no whack on me. I'm just coming into jail. So we going to medical, which is C block, which is with a go to get your pills or whatever. So I don't need nothing. You know what I mean? But I'm getting off the block with him. So we running around, and when we go on C block, you go all the way down C block. At the end of C block is the whole C rear. But if you make a left before you get back there, it's when you go get your medication at. So they're like, who that boy back there, man? That's swear to God, it's no bullshit. Blango, right? And I ain't making this shit up. Blango, he was back there by himself, locked in the hole. And they had a trash can, like one of them rubber plastic trash can, gray, turned upside down. And they had the TV facing his cell, like facing inside of his cell. And all you see is this arm come out and be changing the channel. And Goldie was like, that's the boy Belango. Now, mind you, I remember seeing him in 86 when he chased the ball, heard a lot about him, still don't know he know my older brother. My older brother's still alive at the time, right? So one day I see all of them, they out. All the inmates is out, they cell that's back in the hole with Belango and them. He got the food cart, he feeding all the inmates. Now, anybody that's back there, the boy that has something to do with unalive my twin brother, he's back there. Now he's a drug lord though. This boy is really an alleged drug lord in the trenches of Philadelphia, North Philly. And he tied to J Street and all. That boy was tied to some niggas. Boom Squally tied to these niggas. The boy's getting a lot of money. So he back there, South Philly back there, is taking JBM to war. JBM Shorty Hawk is back there, right? Now, mind you, they got South Philly locked in the hole. Not because they're going to war, well, probably because they're going to war against JBM and they was going to war against Malcolm. Now, Malcolm was a terror in South Philly. He's in population. So JBM and South Philly was so much beefing with each other. They was going to war in front of City Hall, so they got them administrated. So I'm looking at who's running everything back in the hole. When I look in back in the hole, I see South Philly top and members that pulled and ran all that, called Progress, allegedly, my cousin Butterfelt and Suleiman Bey. And they pulled and going to war against JBM, but JBM is back there with him. No Shorty Hawk. This Shorty Hawk be with Moochie, Richard Allen. But I'm watching who's feeding them. Belango. This Belango right here. Belango, now, no Diddy, right? No body fat at all. At all. This boy was all fucking workout muscle. And he had us working out with him every fucking day in the hole. I don't give a fuck if it's 200 degrees back there. We working the fuck out. So I still don't know him yet, right? So what's up, Aaron? Yeah, though. I can roll back. Now, Belango, when I really like meet him, it's like 1993. When I go back over Holmesburg for committing more crimes and just was out there, my ones and twos and the red Benz and all that. Matter of fact, I had the red Benz, I think. I think when I was over Holmesburg, I got out of there. And then I think I had all that shit and I got locked back up. But I came home. I ain't get locked up till like September, I think. So I was over Holmesburg, came home, jumped in the Benz, got locked back up. But when I met up with Belango in 93, when I introduced myself to him, he was on J Block, right? And we was sitting there playing chess. And we just started talking and we playing chess, whatever. And And next thing you know, I told him how I knew him. I said, yo, man, the day you chased the ball down 12th and Dolphin, I was right there. I said, I was the young boy talking to Crystal. I said, man, Wayne told me all about you. He said, what Wayne? I said, Yama brother, Tall Keith, Vaughn, the girl Vaughn, used to like Vaughn. He said, yeah, Vaughn, that's my baby. So once he knew I knew them, I told him, because he told me where he was from. I said, you know my brother Beans? He said, what Beans? He said, Skinny Beans? I said, yeah. He said, that's my right-hand man. He said, he got locked up. He fell for a homicide for me. That was my body. He sat for 18 months. So he got on the phone, did some phone calls, called Bean. He must have called my brother Beans. He must have called down the way. And they must have said, yeah, Beans got two twin little brothers. One of them just passed away. That's the Hakeem and Mikey. And once he came back and it got verified that I was Bean's little brother, BLANGO really treated me like I was his younger brother, man. That's why anytime I ever was locked up or anywhere, I always had, even though I was in the trenches, I always had brothers like him to take my brother's place if they was locked up or something. Because these dudes are the real deal, man. Like, when this boy was over HOLMESBURG, all that tough guy shit that y'all know in Philly, all them dudes talk that tough Tony, they'd knock you the fuck out, they'd do this, that, and third. When they ran across him, they didn't even speak. Niggas had to, listen, I'm about to show you this, hold up. Look, I ain't making this up, man. All that shit they put in the paper, saying these dudes was vicious, they was killers and all that. When they in the jail with him, them niggas don't touch the phone. They wait till he feed. I'm telling you. I'm telling you what I saw with my own eyes. I'm in a hole. I'm ministrated like 3 times. I'm in HOLMESBURG 91, 93, 94. Yeah. So I'm in it, and every time I'm in Greatest Ford or the House Correction, somehow I wind up in the hole, man. I don't really want to be in the hole, but once you get in the hole, you're like, fuck it, you back there. And the hole is really a treacherous place if you don't know nobody. I mean, if you don't know BLANGO from the streets, you're not getting on the phone. If you ain't family to him, you're not getting on the phone. You know, so you know what I did? Like I did in the trenches. I played that big brother, little brother role to the T. What? If there's dudes back there I didn't like, oh man. Or people in population I didn't like, and I knew that he ran the whole jail, I was going to population and start with motherfuckers. I used to do all type of shit. Like, people that I probably knew, but probably not like knew like that probably from seeing around, but people I knew I had to do that. But I'm talking about like people working in the law library. Act like they don't want anybody get on them direct phones, you know, because you're in the gym, you want to get on the phone. You know what I mean? I was a phone junkie. You know how much I swear on everything I love. You see crackheads hooked on crack, dope fiends hooked on dope. You see the motherfucker at his best when he hooked on something, right? When I was a phone junkie, ain't nothing like a phone junkie. The phone junkie in the jails, in the county jails, they kill you about them phones, man. BLANGO was top phone junkie. Him, Big Dex, I was a phone junkie, you know. But them motherfuckers to take the receiver, take it off the wire, and put it in their pocket and take it in the cell with them. Yeah, and then it was the one cell that had the phone in one of them cells. Somebody put their, bed in there. Shit was, listen, you imagine, so you understand something. In the holding back then, the death penalty, they was giving the death penalty out like they was giving out trick-or-treat candy. In Philadelphia, they was giving death penalty and life out like they was giving out trick-or-treat candy. You understand me? Trick-or-treat candy, you understand me? Somehow all these niggas getting life. The will, what you got? The elbow, the Lexus sign. They said they went from the will to the Lexus sign, elbow. You got the L boogie. Yeah, niggas getting football numbers, motherfucking spaceship numbers. Niggas coming back from court and they're fucking, you understand, when you get When you get locked up and they give you like 50 years or 70 years and they come back with that guilty verdict and they give you that paperwork and they show you what your fucking release date is, shit make people faint when they read that shit, man. I mean, when I read my shit and that shit said 2003 or something and we was in the 90s, I'm like, what the fuck? You know what's crazy? That's my old address. 2003 North Edion Street, 28th and Diamond. So I'm like, and the thing is, I'm looking at people, I'm back there in a hole with niggas that got the death penalty. They already got the death penalty. They just waiting to get shipped to another jail. I'm back there with like 10 of them. You understand me? North Philly niggas from West Philly. You understand me? Them niggas from Hoop Street. Big Bootsy, Little Bootsy, they brothers. These niggas got the death penalty. These other two brothers, Roy and his brother, them Al, I think his name Al, and another boy. Them niggas, brother, he used to cut my hair. Nigga that got the death penalty cutting my hair, man. You understand me? But we back there, we mobbing, we surviving together. You know what I mean? I ain't got the, everybody back there got way more drama than me. I remember they used to say, nigga, you ain't got no drama. You ain't got no drama. They used to say, nigga, you ain't got no drama. Not to me, but that's why I used to talk, nigga. You ain't got no drama. What's your drama, nigga? So my drama is, I got that juvenile life bit. I still got to do that. I'm only 18. That's just stone till I'm 21. These armed robberies, they got me on my bail 100,000. You understand me? I ain't got 10%, 10,000. How am I get out? I got to use this. So go to that law library, but I was over D.C. when I first come through. You go to D.C. for the detention center. Then they understand what your charges is to determine where they're going to send you at. Everybody go to the detention center first, like they go to youth study center first, the juvenile. The youth study center is the place you go to. They hold you in there for like 2-3 months, and then they ship you off to a juvenile placement. Everybody in the trenches of Philadelphia had to go through this motherfucker. If you was in the trenches like that. BLANGO and all of them. I come through. When I come through, they still was raping motherfuckers. Even before I got there, these motherfuckers was raping, really niggas that know how to fight and hurt you was raping motherfuckers over there. You understand what I'm saying? But because we are thorough, we know everybody, nigga ain't gonna try you. You gotta be thorough, because nigga try you in them situations, man. So the strongest survive. Anyway, now from DC, you either go to Pick, house correction, or you gonna go to HOLMESBURG. When niggas hear they going to HOLMESBURG, motherfuckers, they be scared to death. They don't go to HOLMESBURG. Now it's CFCF. But back then it was HOLMESBURG. Because you get killed over there. That shit ain't no game over there. You go to fuck over there, you might not make it home. And niggas, and when you over there for 2-3 years, that's your reality. That's your world. Swag sandwiches, cups of juice, hot water, cold water, Power 99, going down with the TV and something to eat. I'm doing it live. Anyway, so I'm in the trenches, right? So I'm like, you know, in jail around this shit. Like, I come off J Block BLANGO over there, right? He in cell 7, him and Big Sheet. So this was 93 when I come back through. When I come, it was even 93 or 94. So man, BLANGO, we sitting there playing chess and everything, boom, boom, boom. Don't nobody know who he is, I know who he is, but everybody in jail got a name. Everybody with HOLMESBURG is somebody. It wasn't just one motherfucker that had a real vicious name. It was a lot of niggas from Philadelphia that had a name. But BLANGO was one of the motherfuckers that, it was like watching a karate movie, watching this motherfucker, man. Like, he didn't look like he could fight or nothing. You play with him, he gonna break you the fuck apart. So I knew this shit, right? So I'm sitting there playing him in chess. So I'm going back and forth to court, right? So, you know, I seen him on the phone in the phone room, boom. So, you know, every other day, we out or we locked in, because when motherfuckers got killed, they killed the wardens, the deputy warden's son. They killed, in 89, it was just, HOLMESBURG was wide open, but motherfuckers was killing the top dogs that worked there. So they locked the jail down, half the jail down, locked down one day. Like, I'm on the side of the jail locked down, I mean the other half is open, running around. So when we locked in, they running around. When they locked in, we running around. So this one day, what? What? Alright. Alright, y'all I'm gonna bring this video back, y'all. It's gonna be a part 2.